Boop. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
I just realized.
Fuck it, we're going live.
We're like,
Hold
fuck it.
Hold on.
Fuck it.
I didn't even have the roll 20 up.
Oh, damn it.
Ooh,
Hold
Kev.
Hold on.
Blind D&D session. I like it. Very fast.
We're going-
Wait, so are we live?
Yeah, we're live now. The
sure
audience
hope it
has
does.
seen me
We're
scramble.
going live. We're going live.
We're going
sure
live,
hope-
bitches.
Okay.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, I'm literally walking into the. Son of a bitch! What the fuck? Oh god. No, I don't want the beyond 20 shit. Okay, let me. Yeah, we are back after last week, and as you can no doubtably see, Soren has left us. But
His character arc has been finished.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a ballad.
Oh my god, you're getting the fucking.
Okay.
You're bringing up the
Good.
kazoo. Jesus fucking Christ. But yes,
Have I ever mentioned how much of a treasure you are, Kirsten?
I love you.
but yes,
Play that at my funeral.
I love you, peepers.
I'll do Amazing Grace, and I'll even do the entire thing with Spock's funeral.
No, I want Amazing Grace, and you need to combo that into fucking Country Road, a la fucking Merlin from Golden Circle, please.
Oh my fucking god!
all right.
Don't remind me of that. I'm gonna start crying.
Well, but yeah, in game we have bid Soren a fond farewell. Christian will likely be back. It's gonna take some time adjusting to life things, like how y'all know how it is. But in the meantime, we do have our lovely cast here, and plus myself, and I think we got a pretty fun story ahead of us.
Still remains.
See, but yeah, just going around real quick. I am Kevin, your DM for the evening, past, present, and future sessions, and yeah, also we just hit our 2-year anniversary the last week-ish on the 9th. So, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Wild shit. It's gone on this long. But yeah, it's whew. The war's not even a full 6 months in yet, and it's so many crazy things have happened. I love it to death. But yeah, that is me going down the line. We have Tati.
Yo, Tati here. I'm first this time. This is surreal. Wow. I play your favorite Lightning McGee's, the Brack boy Raziel, trying his best, trying to stay proactive, do some good stuff. There's still a lot on his mind, and he's the usual angst. What else is new with the poor boy?
Oh yeah, poor Raz. But yeah, we'll get to some of his angst tonight. I have a all right.
Don't you do?
All right. Next up, we have
I know you do.
Jinkles.
And not just the men.
Children
Children too.
And the children, too.
Son of a bitch!
I hate them.
It is so weird being second. Like, I will say that much. This is very jarring. Oh
It
god.
is.
Hi, I'm Jinkles. I play the lovely Shir'iven. I've missed this campaign, even though it's only been gone for a week.
Yeah, I think we all miss it.
Yeah.
We really need this shit.
Oh yeah.
And last but certainly not least, though a bit earlier this time, our good boy Chase.
Stupid.
What? What the fuck was that?
Built stupid. That's me. Hi everybody. I'm Chase. I play RCR947 Viper. If you're nasty. And yeah. Everywhere I go, I still see his face.
Yeah. Oh my god, stop!
Hard to go on.
But
Oh shit, we didn't. Sound cards. Obligatory. Oh yeah, this is happening.
Oh wait, wait! I have it somewhere.
Hey.
There.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Yeah, we need to make that a sound that like people can spend bits for. It's like, oh yeah, this is happening. We will record. I mean, we might make it a bit more expensive. We could make. Well, hey.
Oh god, imagine Raziel trying to sound like Sonic. That's so weird.
Just looking at them all being like, I found you, faker. Okay.
At last.
Okay, let's pull up the playlist. But yeah,
At last we will strike the Jedi Master. At last we will soon have our revenge.
Oh god. Okay, let me.
Yo, this is where the fun begins.
Jesus Christ.
Wait,
okay.
here, obligatory, like, since we're getting into it.
Anakin! Choo-choo
on that beat.
Oh god. Is this going to be like the most cursed session now that Soren's
Yeah.
not
Oh
here?
please, we've had worse.
We've had worse.
I mean, I don't remember
This
them,
is
but you're probably
nothing.
right. Okay. Yeah, this is, I mean, we didn't even have like, I mean, we literally watched Channel 4, so that's like the most Patreon content I think we've had so far. Alright, okay, I'm just getting up the intro opening ready, and...
Oh, who's doing the intro this time?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
I got worried for a minute.
You're good. Raziel's log. After recovering from those visions of the Grandmaster, we're told Dooku wishes to see Shir'iven in a cell. He talks about seeing a Jedi known as Qui-Gon, but he's supposed to be dead. Perhaps the dark side of the Force is tampering with his mind. Afterwards, Shiri, Soren, and I end up going to Dex's for the night to celebrate Shir'iven's recent promotion in the Jedi Council. We were also invited by Bruiser and Sora to throw a celebration for Patch's new position as commander. Also coming across a few friendly faces, one of which including Shuri's old friend Deadeye. After the month passed, Soren decided to part ways, and we all got to say our goodbyes. I hope he gets to find a sister, and that our paths cross again once more.
Indeed. So, my friends,
Miss him already.
friends, foes, and undecided. We continue from the same day, we'll say, as Soren is being waved off, and you guys are sort of going back to your regular activities. I'll say probably a little bit of time before. I'll say, like, since we didn't do any do like any roles for training, like, is there any training anyone would have done for this first month? For like either just for what's the word? For like any combat stuff, or are you like, if you want to dedicate like at least the first month to either like research or training for a specific thing, or
I mean,
now's the time for that.
Shiri is definitely training D-Gag. Like, she would, she's probably training her for Spirit.
Funny enough, since you have come back, you have not seen D-Gag. Or, like, after that spat within, like, the hospital, like, she's been gone.
What?
Or, like, she's just been, like, very, like, distant. As you...
Yeah, Rez would have looked, and apparently no trace. Right?
Yeah.
Welp.
Like, Shiri's like, I didn't even do anything!
But yeah.
Yeah, Rez, like, searches, like, throughout the month, I'd say, and no sign.
Okay.
You know, Kevin, fuck you. Shiri comes to D-Gag's door, every single morning just to see if she's there. Nothing.
Nothing.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and Raz searches around. He even like messages her just throughout the month. Nothing.
Not even a red.
Damn. Okay. He's worried.
Meanwhile, I'll say as the beginning of the second month comes in, Viper. You're kind of going about the city, or are you going... Do you have any places that you would go in your downtime when, like, you're not called into the barracks, or do you have, like, a favorite spot to go to, like, in Galactic City, or, you know, just sort of, like...
In Lego Galactic City. I'd say, oh, man. In the Galactic City. I'd say, just... Maybe he stops by that little, that little restaurant that he went to on his first birthday every now and then, just for a drink or so, every so rare occasion.
Okay.
And this is one of those occasions.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, like, as you're coming out after one night, the, like, I forgot what stupid name I gave the fish Italian guy. But, hold on. I'll say, as you're coming out, you sort of, bump into this Corn individual, just sort of, like, you know, just kind of check shoulders, and, like, he, like, drops a couple things in front of him, and he's like,
If you could watch where you're going, sir. Oh!
he just kind of, like, nervously, like, catches you, like, in your armor, and, like, sees your ranks, like,
Sergeant, sir, pardon me, I didn't mean to offend or cause any trouble.
It's no ease, sir. I should have watched when I was going anyway.
right,
You're fine.
right.
You have a good day.
And he goes to, like, help him out before, like, get his stuff. Does he pick it up, or does he...
He picks it up, but I will say, as you go, like, to lean down and, like, get a further look at, you know, helping out with his stuff, you notice he has a lightsaber on his side. But
Oh?
this is a lightsaber you've seen before that did not belong to him.
Can I roll hit history?
You know what? I'll say it's recent. You know it's D-Gig's lightsaber.
Oh! And just,
Wait, who is he talking to again? Who is he talking to again?
It's just like you see, like, it's like this Corn individual with, like, this one, like, it's an older looking Corn with this one cybernetic eye that just has, like, a little scar in the front. And you see,
What the fuck?
yeah, he just drops some of his things, and, like, you're picking up, and, like, you just catch it, like, within, like, the insides of his coat.
And just sort of, you notice that, and just sort of like, he noticed that, and just sort of like, just a second, just sort of like looks like, is it dropped or is it on him?
It's on him, yeah. It's, like, hidden within the bounds of his coat. Like, you recognize the end of the hill. It was like, oh shit, that's I've seen it before. Oh fuck.
Yeah, just sort of like, immediately puts a hand on his shoulder, and just sort of like, fancy looking gear you got there, sir. But I do believe that there's something a bit not belong to you, is there not?
I don't know what you're talking about, officer. It's just a simple wares. I'm just humble artisan, just trying to get by in times of war. You know how it is.
And he's like tries to, like, punch you in the arm.
And just sort of like crosses his arms, just sort of like, I do. But you are aware that I'm certain a lot of people around Galactic City are very familiar that stealing is one of the most petty crimes one can get caught with, especially from one who has especially an item of high importance to the Jedi.
Oh, look at the time. I should probably get going. As he's gonna try to fuck off, basically.
and with that, just sort of like that grab on the shoulder turns to a grab on the arm, just sort of like, just hand over to Saber, and I'll pretend this whole thing didn't happen, sir.
He already is moist for a Corn, but, like, you're starting to see him sweat more, and he's just like,
I didn't do anything wrong, officer. Help! Help!
As he's like just starting to call out, and like you see other like Coruscant guards like coming in. Just like two other like clones are like coming in. He goes like, "What seems to be the problem?" It's like,
He's assaulting me.
and he's just like, just kind of looking to you. Is like, "Is that true, Sergeant?"
No, this man is in possession of a stolen item from the Jedi Council. A lightsaber belonging to one of the recent members of his Padawans.
And they both kind of look to him. I need to grab my dice real quick. I just.
Ooh.
1 second.
Wow!
Ow! Oh my God, so unprofessional. Unbelievable, SMH. We've been doing this for how many years?
Yeah, professional D&D streamers, guys. We know
And
what
we've been
we're
doing
doing.
it for how many years?
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna roll because this guy's gonna try to break your grip and like make a run for it. Ooh, that's only a 5.
Oh, you.
Ooh.
You fool.
He's just like, let go of me. It's just like it was like, all right, put restraints on him. And like the other clones are trying to like, are trying to. You're still holding him down, like as they're arresting him.
Well, I'll let go of him, obviously.
Okay.
He's got restraints, and I will take the lightsaber from him.
All right. And yeah, you now have a D-Geg's saber as he like.
And
yeah.
And as he looks over at him, just sort of like, a day in the brig ought to put something in that squiggly mind of yours. Take him away, boys.
Wait! I swear I didn't know anything. I just got it off some vendor from the Undercity.
And then like one of the Coruscant guards like, tell that to the judge. And like they're just like hauling him off into the space paddy wagon. And like you just see it go just like hovering off. Or if you want to join them to try to question him further, you can.
You know what?
Let's just turn this into an episode of Clone CSI.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, I will.
But yeah. As like you join him back at the Republic Penitentiary, or like just outside of the prison offices, and like he's just like there like with this back cuffed and like at least like with a full like you remember the Coruscant Guard, so you have a full record on this guy. He is very small time thug, nothing, or at least like he had a history of thievery in the past, but nothing too big of a legal offense that he's committed. So how he would be able to afford a saber of this, be able to afford a saber on the black market prices that you know are pretty fucking expensive, is kind of lost to you.
Okay. All right. So he was just sort of telling the truth. He just sort of did get it on a whim from the Undercity.
Yeah.
All right. He's good. All right. Firm. Any specific levels exactly, or just got it from the Undercity? That's his story.
I'll say with a background check, or go ahead and make me a lore check.
Lore check. 9. Oh, that's a nat 1. 9.
Oh,
no.
Rough.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I haven't reached that jurisdiction yet.
I mean, you have a map of Galactic City like in your helmet basically. So, as far as but yeah, even with that, it's just like there's so many places, not even like accounting for how many black market places could be like in just 1313, but yeah, just anywhere in the lower sectors of Coruscant could have been any vendor, or any sector. Yeah,
that's fair.
He's just like, I swear I didn't know anything. If you're looking for who that belonged to, I have no idea. I just got it off some guy selling it for a decent bit of credits, and I at least happen to have some lying around.
just sort of looks at the saber, looks at you, and just sort of like again, just sort of like I said, a day in here should serve you well. and just sort of like goes up to him and just like finger on his chest, just like, the minute you get out of here, don't let me see you doing it again, or there will be consequences. And he leaves.
No!
And like door closes behind him. And yeah, you're just gonna leave this guy to rot in fucking space jail.
I told him a day. He just a day.
Okay.
Fine.
You don't know
He'll
how
be
bad a
fine.
day in Republic prison can be, but all right.
Just scare him straight. I don't know. This is his first time enacting power.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, he probably doesn't know how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
That is fair. That is a fair point.
Palpatine just gave me
He's a
sign to
green
attack.
boy.
Yeah, you are new to this sort of career, but
Exactly.
so yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna like go back to the crew with this information, or what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, obviously. You know what? Yeah, I am.
All right, and yeah.
Actually, yeah, I'll call. You know, I'll call Shir'iven first.
Okay.
Okay.
And just sort of like get her on the horn, and then just sort of like say, General, I found this on my rounds.
Wait, so he's calling me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, if he shows like the lightsaber, she kind of
Yes.
like freezes up a moment. She's, where did you find that?
I found it off of some scat out of some smuggler. Says he got it somewhere from some guy in the Undercity. Where has DK been? I haven't been around the temple recently, but
She hasn't been here. Can I do a lore check on like where? Like, do I know of anywhere that could be like a prime area for like selling these type of things?
Yeah, go ahead and make a lore check then.
17.
17. You will say, I'll say that right or actually sector. This will probably be like, actually, just around like the main hub of Galactic City, like or like one of like the bigger intersections. Like
Okay.
you've heard wind from. Actually, you would know from Quinlan Voss, or like that. Like he's like one of the bigger connections as far as to the criminal under element. But you would know that like he would tell you that lower middle of Galactic City, probably like not too far deep, like maybe like 50 or so levels down from like where all the main like sort of hubbub of Coruscant is. That around there's usually a sort of let me find a good vendor or guy that could be a potential sleazy individual. You would find that there is a Rhodian by the name of Hebnu, and he is sort of just somehow like gets these wares that you even for a Jedi would be kind of difficult to get, let alone like run-of-the-mill bounty hunters. So if anyone would have found this saber and sold it, like odds are it's probably him.
Okay, with that, Shiri, like, she's, like, thinking for a moment, silent for, like, there's a quizzical look on her face, and she just, like, like, clears her throat. Alright, send for Raz. Meet me at the front of the temple. We have to go into the city. I know someone that might have come across the saber, and might have more answers.
sir, ma'am, sir, General, that.
Also, if you could turn yourself up a little bit, Viper, I have you at like 2.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Okay, let me just turn that down a bit then. Okay.
Sorry. And just a nod and just sort of like I'll be right there, and off on that.
All right, and Raz, you get a. You're calling Raz next, Viper?
I'm pretty sure I trust that. I'm pretty sure I trust that Shir'iven would have given him the message as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they meet in front of the temple. Shiri has like a car ready for them.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She is okay. For now, since they are going into the Undercity, she's going to just take Recon with her.
Okay.
Yeah, Recon's coming with her.
You're not bringing R7, right?
All right, I feel like R7 might be captured if I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Recon wouldn't.
Recon
He can
hide
fly, he
easily.
can fly, dude.
Yeah, Recon
Fair.
can fly. R7 can float.
That is a fair point. So
And
Recon,
he's slower, so yeah.
and Recon,
Plus, more than likely, Recon would be able to help.
Recon will sort of like fly in.
Assessment. I will help you on this mission, new master. Just recall that should you get into a bind, I am more than willing to initiate my self-destruct to ensure
very-
that your information is kept safe.
It's very reassuring, Recon. Thank you.
But yeah, you guys will hitch a speeder ride and go down to like this. I'll say like it is kind of a slum. It's a more dirty and slummy part of Galactic City. There are a couple like more alien races roaming about. You see like some Tagorian like guy just like with a huge bottle of just like with like the label like ripped off, just like pounding this like bottle of like basically space wine and just like going down the street. Just like like this place is ragged, but you do know it's like this sort of like a corner little hub. It's kind of like on spray painted like outside just like a lot of like really rough graffiti outside, and you sort of see one of the guard posted is this sort of trying to find a good race. This is we'll say this is a Gand, just sort of like at the door, like this like insectoid-looking face with sort of this breathing apparatus on him, and just sort of like looking at you, being like, he's just looking like he's just posted at the door, arms like crossed over, and not paying you any mind, but just standing guard.
What is he again?
Oh, he is a Gand.
Gand. Well, let me look that up. Hold up.
Yeah, basically like just big old bug people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the entrance to what's his name's shop.
To his little hub.
Yeah. Shir'iven steps up.
Just still paying you no mind. He's just sort of looking around.
What was the guy's name again? I'm so sorry. I didn't write it down.
Heebmu.
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 Okay. I'm gonna make another lore check because I have a feeling that like Shiri would have a feeling that like there's some like fucking code to get in or some shit.
Maybe. Yeah, go ahead and make a lore check if you would have known the code to get in.
21.
21. Yeah, I'll say that's enough. So, I'm trying to think of a
21.
God damn it. We'll say, we're here for... It's something along the lines of... We're here for a nice... We're here for the Hebe special. Think you can let us in?
We're here for the Hebe special. Should let us in.
And he like sort of like hits on his ear. Go, and then he'll open up the door for you.
Thank you. And Sherry steps in. She kind of like looks back to the rest and kind of nudges her head. Let's go.
Yeah. Raz will follow.
And Viper, you're there as well?
Viper follows as well.
All right. And yeah, you'll see like just outside, like, or once like you walk in, you see like a little Gungan. He's actually like quite built, just like also like posted inside, and he's like,
Pardon me, sir lady. You are gonna have to hand over your weapons.
just sort of looking at you.
Wait. Do I want to risk it?
Do you want to risk it?
Do you want to risk it?
You can certainly try. What are you doing? Hold on, I heard a roll 20 sound. Affect mind? Okay. I'll make a wisdom save. That is a 6.
Alrighty.
Yes.
So I have advantage on my charisma stuff. I don't have to give you our weapons.
You sir don't have to give a Misa your weapons.
Hi, good. Have a great day.
Aight, good. Have a greater day.
And he just sort of waves you in.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Have a grand poobah day.
But yeah, and you guys are inside, and like this is like, it's kind of like it's basically like its own little like almost like a hookah bar where like you just see like a couple of like other aliens off in the corner just like smoking spice. Just in like an Athorian just like working the bar and all these drinks, and sort of in the middle, like far in the back, you just see like this like Rhodian with this like little jagged zigzag scar going across his face, and he has like a death stick in his tube mouth, and is being like as he like sort of like being playful with one of the let me see, I know this. It's like this 4-armed humanoid woman that has this like very bright pink skin and blue eyes.
Oh, I know who you're talking. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember what the name of the race is, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, the Kudroji. Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, stop. And as he then like she just kind of like gives him a poke, and then she points to you guys and goes, I believe they're here for you, master. And he kind of like just spits out his death stick.
So, what brings you to Hebnew's little corner of paradise?
We were wondering if you would have some information on something that you sold.
Depends on what you question that I am selling.
Well, my clone companion here came across one of your buyers. He had a saber that belonged to my Padawan.
Ah, so
Looking
you're a Jedi then.
Guilty as charged.
You know, I heard from a friend that Jedi heads fetch a pretty high price on the market. Separatists are willing to pay oodles of credits for them.
They are. I won't deny that.
But you are such a glorious and radiant Jedi, I might make an exception for you.
Oh, you're too kind to me.
Hebrew always is with his new clients. But,
But,
oh, yes,
yes.
continue.
yes. We were just trying to find out if you had any known whereabouts of my Padawan. Because you did come across her saber.
I mean, if I was, reminded, as he, like, sort of stretches out his little fingers.
Let's see.
Viper
Hold on, wait, how? Yep.
Viper pockets them like 200 credits.
He just kind of looks.
Okay.
Just kind of looks to the credits in his hand and then to you, Viper, and goes. And
I'm certain a price like that is worth some shred of memory. Now is it?
Now that you mention it, as he, like, pockets it, you didn't hear it from me, but, actually, the public friend of yours, or one of the agents tipped off one of my clientele that a Jedi would be alone and susceptible to a little, trick of the mind, shall we say. And, managed to, I don't want to get further into details. I mean...
Shiri gives him another 300 credits. No, please. Go
we
on.
Insist.
He's like, his eyes bulge out a little further. He goes like, and then he goes like whispers to the girl, "Mitadung pacha, sakron batay tuko takabate." And he goes like, "Are you?" It's like, "Brinto patunka," and like the forearm girl just sort of like pats him on the head and then sort of walks past you and goes,
Well, she wasn't hurt to my knowledge. She is young, so I don't know who would even want her anyway. Might be a bit too young to be a enforcer or a bodyguard for my taste. But the Jedi was not harmed. I can assure you that.
And I appreciate you telling me that. We just need to know where she's been. Look, we haven't seen her in a month after a small spat. We just want to know if she's safe. She can come back home. If you could just point us in a direction. Anywhere.
Well, I believe if you go out to I will lead you to my office and show you where she is.
I'm going to do a quick, hold on.
insight.
Yep.
What's the roll? It's just coming up on here. Let me see. 27. You can tell he's cooking up some. There might be more than that in the office than he's letting on.
I wouldn't try any tricks. If we go to your office, no funny business.
Oh, my dear Jedi friend, why would I lie to you? You seem like I want to make a good first impression. This is the first time in a while since a Jedi has been in my quarters. I don't wish to intrude on your business. Please, come.
As he sort of gets up out of his chair and he'll sort of lead you through. Raz and Viper, I'll say you catch behind you sort of let me see what we have. You spot a Nogri as well as a Lasat, sort of were posted, sort of just waiting by the wall, and as Kibudu like calls you guys over, you see like them kind of like turn their heads to y'all and like they're looking to get ready.
Oh, fun.
You know what? Ooh. Do I have time to...
They're not like grabbing any weapons. It's just more like they were like chit-chatting about and like just like having a drink or like having some spice, and then like the second like Hebrew like motions and like turns and like Shir'iven like walks behind him, you just clock those two guys sort of getting at least like getting ready to follow. Yeah.
Okay, and are we following Shiri as well as we spot them coming?
Yeah, we'll say that. We'll say like you're just about to follow, and then like you just sort of catch that.
Gotcha. And do they have their hands near their weapons? Or near any weapons?
You clock that like the Lasat just kind of has like his bow staff on his back, and you see that the Nogri is just kind of sporting some weird gauntlets, but no visible weapons that you can make out.
Okay.
Gotcha.
As we're moving, Raz will just kind of give a quick, subtle nod to Viper, like, yeah, be on guard. And you know what? He's gonna use, he's gonna cast this, Force to Shiri.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is
Force
new.
Whisper.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
It's basically like the message cantrip.
Okay, all right. So yeah, sure you get a little message from Razzie in your brain.
Don't be alarmed, it's me. We see two guys behind us. They might try to start something.
Keep an eye on them. If anything happens, do your worst.
Holy shit!
You don't need to tell me twice. Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Just keeping the party alert.
Okay. And as you guys are led further down into the Inhibnu's garage, and the Lasada and the Nogri are still following behind. And yeah, like not putting their hands on anything, but then Hebnu just sort of like goes over to like sort of turns on this light, and it's like this little hinky dink garage, and you find like it's got like bits of random like Mandalorian armor. There's like some like weird weapons like hung up on the wall, as well as like other like what you can guess are like some narcotics that are just kind of like very shittily hidden. As he goes like, "Pardon for the mess. Parties in this place can get a little bit crazy."
Oh, please don't worry about it. What mess?
I like you, Jedi. You're very, very, very fun. Let me just call up my client.
As he like sort of like gets onto like a little datacom with him, and he goes, hey, yes, yeah, so remember that Jedi that I, you know, had a friend send you? Yeah. So turns out she's, you know, not alone. If you could please send her back my way. He's like, yes, I know you can't. Refunds are the thing, but you think you can make this happen? And yeah, like the Lasada and Nogri are just kind of like taking some steps back. But I'll say like you catch Raz and Viper that they're up to something. And Hebu goes like, I understand. Just yeah, I'll let her know. Thank you. As he sort of like hangs up and goes, well, so I did some talking with him, and
I think you just missed her, that she's not really available. She doesn't want to go back. She's kind of already used to a new... you know how it is, Jedi adjust to things, very quickly. So if I can just leave you out of my
Check mind.
establishment...
Again, all right. I gotta make another wisdom. Fuck, that's an 8. Shit. He's all right. What do you? Go ahead and
Bring her to me now.
The intimidation too.
like you catch this like right as fucking the Nogri and the Lasat are like about to like draw their shit, and like you just see like Rhodey and Eyes are already blacked out, but he like boulders out further, goes like, and like calls him like,
If you try anything, I won't hesitate.
If I try anything, you won't hesitate. Let me call. Goes, I need the Jedi back now. I'll pay you back all the credits.
and
He goes at Docking Bay 41.
but yeah, that's what he tells you.
Take this.
As he like sort of like tosses you a suitcase full of credits.
Right. Pleasure doing business with you.
The pleasure is mine.
And like Lasat just kind of like goes like,
What the hell was that?
and like the Nogri's like,
These Jedi are weird types.
Do I catch that as I'm walking out with the credits?
you do. We'll say so.
It's just business, my dear. And she keeps walking.
My God. But yeah, and you guys eventually go to.
I send them some death glares as we walk out, like bodyguard style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys will.
You know what? Can I do a dumb thing?
Hey, you're all. I will never stop a dumb thing. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna pass by the the Bassath and the Loku,
Nogri.
the Nogri, the Bassath and the Nogri, and just sort of like as my helmet's down and just sort of like, thank you for your cooperation, lads. You're lucky. Next time, let's hope things don't get as. And he pulls down his fucking, just like his kerchief around his mouth and just sort of like bears like a bit of like his half Trandoshan teeth. Nasty. And then just like does a fake out lunge towards them and just like a slight hiss towards them.
The
trying to
Nogri,
spook
the
them.
Nogri flinches, but the Lasat will like growl back at you.
As he puts his helmet on, just like with just a bit of a.
But yeah, and you guys will eventually arrive at Pier 41, and you see a couple of Weequay individuals sort of waiting there with arms, and like you just see like this little Jawa, and like he's in like his like standard hood, but the hood is like connected to like this very nice suit, and like he has like this like
Oh shit!
yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's like basically like picture a Jawa, but like in like a white sort of suit with like a little hood over, and like still has like the
Jawa,
orange
1%,
eyes.
No,
Yeah. And
1%er Jawa.
the 1%er Jawa.
Hey,
Hey, they're hagglers, man. And yeah, like you guys will arrive at Pier 41. And you're not calling in any backup yet, right, Viper? It's just
Nope, just us.
okay. And yeah, you just see like this little Jawa sort of waiting over there, and like just sort of spots you, Shir'iven, holding the credits, and he's like, sort of like
Alright,
walking up to you.
Yep. She's holding the credits, but she stands her ground.
Oh yeah, this dude's small as shit. Like you can hold him
Yeah.
over his head if you want
Yeah.
to.
Bring me the Jedi, you get your credits back.
It's sort of like Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Son of a bitch.
Let's see it. Come on, roll high. Yeah, 11. Okay. He's not effect-minded. And you see that he wheels out Digik, who's sort of like in like this force containment thing, and she appears to be unconscious.
Yeah.
I was like, Brincho pata, tonko pata, ki pata pata.
It's like he's like you see like this little jaw is pointing like to the Jedi in the case, and you can guess that he's like make it an equal exchange. Like on the count of 3, we give the you give me the credits, and I give you the Jedi.
Yeah. Yep. So she waits for she kind of like looks to Raz and Viper like if any funny business happens, you know what to do.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep.
He'll nod.
Shiri
response.
places the credits on the ground near her foot.
Mm-hmm.
Since they're in a box, she waits for the Jawas to get in position to pass everything.
Yeah, you see like the 2 Weequay, another like bunch of Weequay guys are like coming up behind this sort of like basically just like a hover cylinder that's like holding Digeg, and like as like the countdown's like Brinta, bro, and like Raziel goes to 3, you just like he gets a call, and like you'll hear this one is like,
The Jedi tricked me! Don't give it to her!
Oh, great. And Shiri immediately she'll kick the fucking credit box. Like, it's a fucking box,
okay,
right?
I thought you said you were gonna kick the Jawa. I was like, what?
No, so the credit, it's a box, right?
Yeah, it's like a suitcase of credits. Yeah.
Okay. So Shiri like does like one of those fucking moves where she's like, oh fuck, great. She just fucking kicks it right at them, and she's gonna force pull Digeg to her.
All right. She is in a thing. Let me take a look.
No, she'll pull if she's gonna pull the fucking thing with her.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's an object, so it'll automatically fail as you start to. It takes a little bit, but like I'll say you pull up like 20 feet in your way. While she's doing that, are Raz and Viper doing anything?
I'm grabbing the.
Do I knock a Jawa out first of all?
No, the Jawa is still there, just kind of like in shock as he's like about to like order his men to just shoot you.
I mean, I kicked the fucking suitcase at him.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, like you kick it at.
Like,
go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Just a straight attack roll?
Just a straight attack roll. Oh my god. It's like, as he like just punched this fucking suitcase at the Jawa. It's like, Houdini! As he just gets fucking whacked in the face and just like, and he just like starts like calling off his men to like start blasting. All right. We'll say, Viper, what are you doing? As like the case is coming closer to you, but like you see that the Weequay are like starting to like get their arms ready.
What would one do in this scenario? I'd say, does that affect? Okay, that's only one creature. I'm gonna go for. How far are they away from us?
They're about like 45 feet away.
45 feet away?
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? I haven't done this in a while. Fuck you, debilitating gas.
Oh, oh my god, yeah, now I know how this works, so. Okay, so, wait for sphere, and yeah, we'll see you get a decent chunk of them, each creature in the cloud. Con save against the poison, so. Let's roll it. 3.
That fails.
18.
That succeeds, because power save is a DC, I believe.
And 5. So you just see, like, 2 of the Weequay just, like, choking out, just... You see the other one, like, just starting to, like, at the rifle's like, Boss, you're right! As he's, like, just getting his rifle, just...
I will say, am I able to do anything?
Yeah, you can go now.
I'll say how many guys are not affected by the gas? It's
There's
just the one?
the
Even
one
still,
that was
it's
in the cloud, and there's like another two off in the like
Even
towards like
still,
the
it's
ship.
heavily obscured.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Well,
don't.
what was that? What was that, Chase?
I said even still, it's heavily obscured. So it's like
Yeah.
even if you don't.
Yeah, basically like all three weekly that were in the gas, like they're effectively blind right now until they walk out and they can't do anything. But you do see another two that are like just outside of the gas that are like ready to arm shit.
Okay, and how far away from them are they to us?
About 40 feet.
Okay, I'm casting darkness on them.
Oh my fucking god! You're just blinding everybody.
I was like, you bitches gonna be blind today.
Just like I want
just-
the blade! As you just drop this
He
fucking
just-
black hole on them.
As Shuri grabs the container with D-Gig in it, Viper uses the gas. They're about to call for for others to shoot. Rez walks forward, twists the dark Dathomirian magic in his hands, and just
Yeah.
shoots out darkness to them. I don't think so.
I want the blade! It's like you just like stretch out your hand, and this like dark green ichor just sort of like explodes out of it and just like encompasses like that whole area. As the Jawa's still up, and he is going to attempt to he like presses a little button, and you see that the case is starting to start to just fly into the ship behind. It's gonna. Let me see. If, oh yeah, I will say this is just a button he's pressing on his thing, and the like the case is starting to fly like into like it's pulling away from your force pull, Shiri, and like you see it's. Go ahead and make me a force check. Your charisma plus proficiency.
Charisma plus perfect. Where is my sheet? Alright,
Yeah, just like
charisma.
a force attack roll, we'll say.
So just like roll a 20?
Yeah, does D20 and add like your charisma and proficiency?
20, that's 21.
21, yeah, like
No, 22, excuse me.
22. All right, yeah. So like you just barely match, like you're pulling it back further, and like the Jawa will sort of go like as he's like holding off the remote, and he's like rushing in, trying to get into the ship.
Sure. Am I winning? Like, am I pulling it?
Yeah, you're pulling it, but like he's just like basically just like holding off the remote. He's just like he's gonna try to attempt to like boost it up so like it can try to escape your grasp next time. But yeah.
Raz, please, I need help.
But yeah, and the Weequay that are in the cloud right now, that they are stuck. One of them is and three are in the darkness, and two are in the darkness. They can't do anything. They're just trying to move out, but it takes their whole turn. And
is there anything that Recon can do? Because I don't remember.
Oh yeah, Recon, I'll say.
I don't have like his little thing.
Yeah, I'll say he can fly over to try to open it and try to hack it open.
Yeah.
That's
All
one of
right.
the-
Send Recon over.
I was like,
Assessment. I will attempt to open and release your friend.
natural 1.
Oh, come on.
So he just like flies on over and like sort of like as like that's happening, like the Jawa just sort of like pulls out blaster and just like hits Recon, and he goes like, oh shit, as he just sort of like he just sort of malfunctions for a bit, but not able to get to D-Gek in time. But yeah, it's back to you, Shuri. What are you doing?
Observation. It's not the same without him.
All right. All right. Whose turn is it? Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's you.
Okay. What can I do?
Yeah, the Jawa's now like 60 feet, like he's about to like get into the like just on the edge of the ramp into the ship.
Let's see. Hold on. God damn it. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Oh god. Wait. All right, I'm gonna get as close as I possibly can.
Okay.
Please tell me this can work, Kev.
Rescue.
Let me see. See within 30 feet, occupied space. Yeah, if you move up all your movement and you like target
Yeah,
DK,
sure. Yeah, that's what she's doing.
it is glass, so it's gonna hurt. But
I'll fucking heal her. It's
I got healing as well. We got that covered.
but yeah, and you go ahead and just like you force pull DK out of there, and like you sort of leave like. It's funny as you like stop focusing on pulling in the pod that Digig's in, and you just target her. The pod flies right into the Jawa, and like just
amazing.
Oh my gosh!
It's like, being Tattoo Pop! And like the ship closes behind him, and the Wiki are like, "What about us, boss, you bastard?" And like the ship starts to fly off. And,
All right.
Without the Jawa or in?
Oh, the Jawa's in
inside?
there. He's just...
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, so now they're suffering with darkness and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Shiri grabs DK the moment she's close to her, and like she's fucking hoisted her over her shoulder.
Yeah, she's like knocked out, and like you see, like she's a bit scuffed up from the glass breaking,
we'll
but
we'll
she's
take care of
fine.
it. Thank God. All right, we better move on.
It's like, and like you see, like two of the weak are like starting to come out of the Nars, and they're shooting at you, or like are like you guys can easily like destroy them, like if you want to like sort of knock them out and leave them for the Coruscant guard. Up to you. Or do you just want to like get out of there while you still have D-Gig?
Leave him to the guard.
Okay. Yeah, Viper.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Right. You call them.
I
in,
mean,
Viper?
yeah, we got D. Go ahead.
Yeah, just asking Viper. Would you can call the guard in like to, and they'll be there within like 12 seconds to arrest these guys.
That's part of my sergeant rules, right? And that's not part of my sergeant rules, right? Not my Palpatine bonus, right?
No, yeah, it's just it's just the thing you can do while you're on Coruscant. Like if you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll call them in. Just sort of like Sergeant Viper, Coruscant Guard. We've recovered the Padawan. We've recovered the Padawan D-Kig. Send men down here immediately. Please.
Yes, sir. And like you like.
Got some traffickers down here.
All right. 10-4, and like not even like a few seconds later, you'll hear like off in the distance, just, like you tell like gunships are like starting to come in on these people, and with that time, you're able to like all get in your speeder and just sort of whisk, get out of there quickly with DK, and she's still unconscious. You just had to rebreathe over her face, but you guys like will quickly pull that off of her, and she.
Yeah, I'm gonna How bad does she look?
And like more hurt from the glass than anything else, but like she's still like a lot. Yeah, you could tell like she's like at least like on the pod while it was still there. Actually, no, yeah, because she's not on the pod anymore. You don't know exactly how well she is, but she at least is for sure unconscious.
Fuck it. I'm casting share life on her.
Okay. Go ahead and.
I mean, she's been gone for like a month. Raz doesn't know the kind of state she's in, so
that is entirely valid.
He's a bit worried.
All right, go ahead and roll 4d8 necrotic damage.
And then you get hit points equal to twice the necrotic damage.
All right, and yeah, so DK will gain 26 hit points, and she's like slowly like waking up. Goes.
DK.
Oh, thanks. Yes.
You're okay.
What happened? I was just. Master?
So good.
What are you doing here?
What were you doing here?
What? She's just like so
Look.
confused.
We need to get you back to the temple. You've been gone for a month. We've been worried sick.
What? I was just so brief, the flashes.
You don't remember anything?
Don't.
All I remember was some individuals like flashing a light in my eyes that put me in some sort of trance.
Easy, don't strain yourself.
How did you
You're
even
safe
find
now.
me?
It was actually,
It was thanks to Viper.
She like slowly turns her head over to you, Viper.
Found your lightsaber off. Found your lightsaber from some scavenger scum. And then one trail led to another, and here you are. Take it easy. You're safe now.
And like you like see her like slowly like.
Oh
hand-
yeah.
But yeah, like you
And
hand it to
just
her.
Hand her. Yeah, hand it to her. Absolutely.
Like she's sort of like you see her hand trembling for a moment, and she like tries to go reach forward and like her grip is like very weak. You can tell.
Please don't exert yourself.
Easy. It's my life. I'm sorry, Master.
Shh. It's fine. It's fine.
And
Come on, we gotta get you to a medical bay.
right, and yeah, with that she will be unconscious again, but like yeah, like she's steadily breathing right now and looking, you know, for sure that she's at least alive now. And
Yeah.
mhm.
Shuri just breathes a sigh of relief and she just hugs Diga close to her.
Mhm.
What am I going to do with you?
All right. And with that, you guys will eventually make it back to the Jedi Temple, and you find her. Diga like gets a night's rest within the medical bay, and eventually, after some time, she will call you in, Viper.
Oh!
While she like still like in some bed rest. Do you
And,
accept?
Yeah, no. I accept, yes.
All right. And like you
That's
see
a
like
first.
she's like sort of like in like sort of like this like stretcher bed situation and just sort of looks to you as you come inside and goes, Viper?
Yes. This is D-Gig, correct? I'm sorry.
This is
Oh,
D-Gig,
my God.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and just sort of like, just D-Gig?
I didn't say it on that night, but thank you for finding me.
Of course. It's least I could do, kid.
Even after all I've said to you?
You think just a few trust me, I've received far worse threats from you than anyone. You come from a good place. You mean a lot. You mean a lot to Shir'iven. You're one of us, kid. I wasn't gonna let you just rot away in the slums. I couldn't forgive myself.
Like,
God knows Shuri would be distraught and Raz.
and like at the mention of Raz, she kind of like wipes a tear from her eye and goes, I just want him to be safe.
What happened? Where did you go?
I don't remember too much, but I exited out the temple. I just found myself a speeder and just tried venturing out the city or going to at least the spot that Raz took me to. And some individual just put up this hypnotic device in front of my eyes, and it put me into a sort of a a slumbering state, and that's about all I remember. Everything else has just been bits and pieces of. She like sort of wipes her head, of just what I've been able to in the brief moments of consciousness.
You don't gotta say much, kid, but don't pressure yourself to think as much. You went through a lot. Just easy.
I will be honest with you, Viper. I don't quite know if I can take on the next trial. Knowing what Raz has told me about the clones in you. And
What are you saying?
it's not a Jedi's nature to act on such emotions. We're supposed to be bulwarks of peace, and I know it is defending Raz, but saying I would... I don't know. This trial of the spirit involves conflicting with my inner demons and confronting
Facing the
them.
mirror.
Yes.
I do that nearly every day, kid. Don't look at this as what the Jedi wants you to do. Look at this as doing this for yourself. You and Raz, you're still young. You're still kids. You're still figuring out a lot, and this war is plunged us further and further into making things move faster than we should. Don't let the Jedi just force you to do what makes you uncomfortable. Don't let them mold you into something that you should be. Take that challenge and make it yours. Be the D-Geek that you want to be.
But will they think less of me if I don't wish to fight in the front lines? After thinking about it further, even if that vision was me dying at the temple steps, if I do go, I want it to be protecting this place.
That's not an answer. That's not a question that I can answer for you, kid. It's something you gotta figure out on your own. But you will. Whatever decision you make, Shiri will be proud of you nonetheless.
She sort of closes her eyes and sumps a little bit back into her bed. Well, I'm sure she will be, as long as I can do right by her and Yaktul and Elijah. Thank you, Viper.
Of course, D-Gig.
I don't know if I can fully trust you again, but this will be baby steps.
I'm not asking you to trust me right now, and I'm not expecting you to go full trust into me as well. I'm just doing what I can. And he nods and starts to leave, and then just sort of stops at the door and looks over at him, at her, just sort of don't do right by you, D-Geek. Do right for yourself. And he leaves.
Yeah. Now, Raz. As some time passes, you've checked in on D-Gig, and I'll say, remind me, what were some of the things that you want to do on the side that we can sort of brush over real quick?
One thing I wanted to do was talk to Patch
Okay.
Actually.
Or at least like the stuff that doesn't have RP, because I do have an RP thing for
Oh,
you.
stuff that doesn't involve RP.
Yeah. I think
let me
like
double
needed to buy some stuff, or what was it exactly?
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Mhm.
Non-RP stuff. He wanted to do some training.
Right, just general saber training then? Or just like general like combat stuff? 'Cause, yeah, they'll just
yeah, general saber combat training.
Okay. Yeah.
We can start with. At some point he does want to actually like have a check in on DGEG properly, but
For sure,
we
yeah,
can
we'll get to that next. But yeah, just go ahead and roll me for right now 5d20.
Okay. 5d20.
Let's see.
Just like this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're making good advancements with your form, and like are you using the saber Sith the light falchion that Soren gifted you?
You know what? Yeah, he's gonna practice with that a bit.
Yeah, I'll say like that's why the natural one came in, like because your first light up is like it has like sort of a lightness to it that like you are just adjusting to. Like you already have like the rapier or the light foil, and that's already its own like thing, but like this falchion is like a whole other level as far as like speed and with it, but with time and like you slowly get more and more acclimated to it. But yeah, nothing too critical of a success.
Yeah, I'm in getting one, so we're getting progress.
But I'll say as you come back to your quarters, like the bunk right over where you and Soren slept, you actually see Thrawn sort of like his back turned, like sort of like standing across from.
Oh fuck! Are you?
Yeah, like just sort of like standing across from Soren's bunk. You see like sort of like taking off like the name that was by his quarters, like sort of facing that, and then like he sort of turns to you and goes, "Ah, good day to you, soldier."
Is it out of character? Is it Captain Thrawn or?
It's Captain Thrawn, yeah.
Captain Thrawn, okay. And Raz goes in reply, Captain Thrawn?
Do you have any idea on the whereabouts of Soren? It appears he has gone AWOL, and Hun Brav informed me that until he reports back to assume that he is out of duty or distracted. And it is a shame. I was hoping to have further conversations with him.
I unfortunately don't know the specifics of where he's going, only that he's off to find his own sister, who turns out was still alive from our raid on Jakku.
I see. A family affair. A noble quest. I hope he finds what he's looking for. I'm sure you can relate to dealing with a destroyed family, can't you?
He kind of flinches at that, but yes, I can.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Would you remind me who you are again?
Look, I know you still associate me with being the Sith that went along with Maul and destroyed Sela. And I regret my actions every day. Not a day goes by when I don't think about what I've done and what I wish I could change. For that, I'm sorry.
He kind of just has like this little coy smile and goes,
Very good. I wished for you to confirm my suspicions. It is hard to forget
a face on such a important day of my life. But
An important day.
for without that, I wouldn't have come to the Republic and offered my services as a military strategist. But know this, I can consider bygones be bygones. We will claim back the world that you so graciously took under for my rule, and I and my families, the Chiss families will rule Scylla once again.
I promised Soren I would get it back one day. And I intend to keep my word. Whether you believe me or not. Does he recognize Thrawn at all? The more he's talking with him?
Oh yeah. And as he boopies it together and goes starting to put the pieces. You remember that day, don't you? As you drained the life from my brother.
As he...
Oh.
Fuck. As he's starting to put the pieces together, his eyes go wide in horror as that memory just plays back again. And he's just... His composure just shifts. He takes a couple of step backs and he starts breathing heavily.
And you'll put a hand on your shoulder and be like, don't get too worked up. I don't wish to cause a scene. As he will lean to your ear and whisper, I hope you are a man of your word as you claim to be. For if you don't follow through, I will ensure that you will experience the same suffering I felt that lifetime ago. Share this with anyone, and you will know what I felt that day. And as you guys are coming, as he finishes the sentence, you see Kaltesi sort of kind of goes Captain Thrawn, your life for strategical maintenance. We gotta go over the new flight patterns that Command sent over to us. And he goes, I'll be right over, Admiral Tessie. I was just chatting up with an old friend. He kind of looks to you with this devilish smile.
Yeah, he doesn't even get a reaction out of Raz. He's just still just processing all of that.
And he sort of gives a little head tilt, closes his eyes, and smiles and goes I wish you luck, Raziel. And you will follow Kaltesi out of your barracks.
And oh god.
Yes.
More pain, Kev. Yep, this. I think after a little bit of time passes and Thrawn and Kaltesi are elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
This would happen when no one is in earshot within his bunker.
Okay.
He closes the door.
Oh yeah, it's no open door. It's more just an open sort of barracks area. But you can find a private space if you just want to have some time alone while you're at the agency area.
If there's a storage room.
Yeah, easy enough to find.
Okay, he goes in there. He's just he's just been in a daze this whole time as he just kind of walks over there almost in a trance, just replaying this memory over and over again. As he closes the door to the storage room, he just starts breathing heavily as, like, hot tears stream down his face as he just starts punching and kicking boxes
Oh yeah.
repeatedly
Mm-hmm.
until he then just punches the wall in pure anger, just wailing on it, just shouting in agony until his knuckles bleed, and then he just crumples to the floor, just kind of a mess, and just starts sobbing
Yeah.
alone.
And fuck. I didn't mean for it to be that hard.
I knew it was gonna happen. That happened.
But yeah, I'll say, as that is going on, Shir'iven,
Yes.
I'll say at one point you are hanging around the clone barracks and like just doing like just general like, you know, surveying how everyone is doing about their going about their business. And at one point Patch will sort of pull you off to the side and be like, how goes training the men, General?
It's going quite well. Still getting used to it, I suppose.
Of course, it has been a while since you and I have been in such roles of leadership, so I guess we're both in the same scud hole, as it were. But,
So it would seem.
if you, don't mind me getting a bit personal while boys are out of earshot.
By all means, Patch, you have the freedom to do so with me.
Well, you were in that sort of daze, recovering from Jakku, and I was caring to you, providing all your necessary life fluids. I noticed every so often you would whisper a name, or I couldn't quite tell what it was. Elijah, I think it was. Is that a friend of yours?
He was a very close friend of mine. When I was just a knight, actually.
He was a Jedi as well, I take it.
He was. A very skilled one at that.
What happened to him?
Sadly. He was killed by a bounty hunter sent by Jango Fett, actually. It's... Our talks are always private, Patch, and when I tell you what I'm going to tell you next, I have the confidence that you won't say much.
Of course, General, it's... Our word is our own and for ours only.
His death was the reason I left the Order. All those years ago. I sought revenge against Jango Fett. And whatever bounty hunter took that final shot.
He kind of like bites his hand at that mention.
And I don't hold any disdain towards you or anyone in the clone army just because I see that face. So don't think that at all. If you are, you're different from him. You just share a face. You don't share his personality. You don't share his thoughts or outlook on anything.
It might be true, but at least it's not too much of a comfort to know that my face was the one who took away your friend.
I don't blame you or look at it that way. I don't see you when I think back to that. I see him and only him. I don't think of any of the clones that we've met on our journey. I don't think about any of them. Just him.
Well, that's good to hear. And just know, I will do my best to make sure that all my men are acting in line. I'm not letting you see. I'm not letting you lose another friend again.
I better not lose you too, Patch.
Well,
Look out. Make sure you look out for yourself as well.
I try to, General. It's when you're in the field of when you're a medic, it's hard to really see others getting hurt and try to put your own needs before them. We've lost a lot of good men so far over these past few missions, and sometimes it's trouble sleeping at night, knowing that I might have been able to save them.
It's the pain of having a heart. We care so much for the people that we are on the battlefield with, people that we've grown with. It doesn't get any easier in this war.
Well, hopefully when it's all over, we can all celebrate and we can start. It'll be easier seeing this face for you. Maybe.
It will. I know it will. It's already getting there.
And sort of like pats you on the back.
Well, glad I can help with that.
Thank you, Patch.
Yeah, and you sort of go back to resuming training of the clones on Coruscant further. Viper, anything else you are doing in your downtime?
Unless Palpatine wants me, I'm frickin' probably training in with Crate's squad.
Oh.
Seeing how that's going for them, and maybe just I don't know, taking some pot shots with the light bow.
Okay, yeah, I'll say go ahead and make me 5d20 rolls.
5d20 rolls. Let's do that.
Let's see.
59.
59. Let me see. Ah, damn, you're so fucking close. But yeah, like you're getting used to the bow, and at this point, it's like you can do with either one as far as combat goes. But yeah, like the bow is like very like unconventional, and like you'll get sort of like weird glances from people within the barracks, and like they might like look at you weird, like you're using like such an odd weapon, but you're getting more acclimated to it.
Gotcha. No worries.
Yeah. And I'll say at one point you like sort of go into the squadron's quarters, and you see that like in that moment you see sort of Tag is just sort of like off on the wall, just like just laying back, like sort of like spinning his pistol, just like doing little tricks with it. And you see Bones start to walk off from Pharos, and Pharos is winding up a punch on the back of his head.
Oh.
And Entry's just sort of like there, like on his data computer, just turned away from the whole thing. And like
immediately rush over to try to defuse the situation. Just sort of like, whoa, soldiers, what's going on here?
You bastard! As he like tries to like, he's gonna try to bonk him on the back of the head. Yeah, and that's gonna hit as like Pharos just sort of clocks Bones, just sort of a mean right hook on the back. Oh, is that the way you want to play it? Goes like, you want to say that to my face again? Goes like, oh yeah, and like they're just like sort of going at it, and Tag just like, not this again, and like then like they sort of see you, and Entry just goes like, oh, Viper, came in at a bit of a bad time, as like Pharos and Bones are just sort of like going at each other's throats.
and just sort of immediately stepping in between the two, just sort of like, Pharos, Bones, at ease.
It's like Pharos sort of like wipes some blood off of her nose. and then like Bones sort of like goes like, "Look at that! You actually can follow orders." And then
lay off, soldier.
And like Pharos Pharos will like chime in and goes like, "At least these orders were right."
Hey, easy, both of you. What in the hell is going on here?
Go and like Bones sort of pipes up, goes like, "Nothing, Sergeant. Pharos and I were just having a bit of a disagreement on the proceedings on Jakku."
Well, that seems like a hell of a disagreement, that's for sure.
And like she'll like sort of pipe up and go like, "Sergeant, you saw what happened on there. Those men were unarmed and they were gunned down like animals."
I know that.
Like
he shouts and just sort of like just recomposes himself and just sort of like,
yeah. At that shout, like even like Tag and Entry are just kind of like Tag stops spinning the pistol and Entry sort of like turns his computer, turns away, and like sort of facing you now.
I know that. Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice.
And like Bones sort of like puts a hand on your shoulder and goes like, "No, Sergeant, by all means. This one's hasn't been in a growing chamber long enough. She can use a little straightening out."
The recent actions do not condone your attitude to be cruel, soldier. He looks over at him with just sort of like a stern look on his face. What happened on Jakku was indeed uncivilized. Those orders were outside of ours, and quite frankly, there has been some going-ons within the council and outside of that have perplexed me. But that is none of your concern. You can voice your opinion about it as much as you want, but sadly, saying anything in this day and age isn't going to do much, especially for people like us. That doesn't mean you have to turn on each other and resort to tactics like they did.
Pharaoh sort of like spits some blood out on the floor. And like Bone sort of goes, "Whatever. I might be better off joining those Galactic Marines anyway. They seem to have, at least they take respect. They respect their chain of command."
I'm not very much liking your attitude lately today, soldier.
"Oh? And what are you gonna do about it?" As he like sort of like squares you up. And like Pharos will like sort of like get in front of you, goes like, "Lay off him."
I'm not going to resort to violence because I actually have a sense of modicum when it comes to myself. You're stepping way too high into things you don't understand, boy.
And like at that
lay off.
And like at that, Jet, the captain of Crate Squad, will sort of come in and be like, wait, where did I? God damn it! I keep opening this one. Where I have notes up here. Yeah, Jet. She'll sort of like Jesus walks into the room, seeing all this, and goes like, "Is there a problem in here?" Sort of like squaring up and goes like, and she goes like, Tag just sort of goes like, "Bones and Pharos at their throats again, Sergeant. Jet, nothing outside of the ordinary." And like Bones will chime up and go, "Actually, Jet, if I may make a formal request to leave Crate Squad, I don't think I'd like the resolve of the troopers I'm working with."
You will do no such thing, soldier.
"Oh yeah?
You were put in this squad for a reason, to work alongside your brothers and sisters as a team, to serve the Republic as such."
"Oh, and you're gonna stop me if I want to leave the squad of my own volition?"
"I won't do as such, but I will let you know this. You are safer within these walls, within your fellow brethren, than out there, where any scoundrel could take you with a shiver of a lightsaber or a click of the blaster. You think you're a hotshot? Then by all means, prove me wrong."
"Oh, I think I've more than proved myself. I'm out of here." And it's like, and Jet sort of like will like go up to Bones and be like, "Bones, in my office now. We'll discuss this matter later. The rest of you, leave us." And like Bones is kind of like, sort of like side eyes her, but then like sort of walks past Jet. And Pharos, tag and entry, will leave the room. And Jet like sort of like goes to you, Viper, and goes like, "What is going? Clearly, there's more to this going on than they're sharing."
It's just, I came in and they were going at it. They had their disputes about the issue on Jakku with the military and their actions with how they handled the prisoners. And I shared the concerns with them, but this isn't my concern. I'm putting too much on towards you.
Listen, you're on... I chose you for an advisory role into maintaining this squad. You can't force him to leave. You can't stop him from leaving if he wishes to. But I can at least try to talk him out of it.
I'm not gonna force the kid to stay here if he wants, but he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. Quite frankly, I don't think any of us do.
I've heard whispers around the barracks about Bakara, and from what I've heard on Jakku operations on Jakku, he's even more ruthless than those rumors led up to be. As she kind of like takes off her helmet and like just like gets in the chair and like puts her head in her hands, being like, "I know what I'm gonna do with them."
You'll find a way, Captain. It might take some time, but you will find a way. And if you need me to be there for you, then I'll do as such. But
Well, at least be around to at least tend to Pharos when you can, or they might need just some time to themselves to cool off. Typically, nothing a drink at 79s can't fix.
that makes two of us.
Well, hopefully, and like she kind of catches. Do you have the pistol on you that Palpatine gifted you, or like, yeah, I'll say like it would have been. Oh yeah,
I'd say yeah. Considering just sort of like in the span of just sort of like a few days and just sort of like he's starting to get used to it and just sort of like he'll say it's just sort of like if anyone asks about it, just sort of like, oh yeah, I made this.
Okay. Yeah, she like sort of raised an eyebrow then goes, "It's a bit of a higher caliber mortal blaster you got there."
Oh,
And it just sort of like looks over at the pistol and just sort of like,
grief. Been carrying this thing around me so long, it just feels natural.
Oh, where'd you get it? I haven't seen that model quite around even some of a higher ranked men.
and he just sort of like sighs a bit and just sort of looks over it. Jet just like,
It was a gift from the Chancellor.
Oh. Very, quite the gift from him. What for, exactly?
About our mission on Jakku, he wanted to congratulate me on our efforts and retrieving an object that was important to him.
I see.
I don't understand I don't understand his motives as of lately, but he knows what's best for us. I think.
says that part to himself.
Well, I'm sure. Of course he is. Well, I mean, those orders on Jakku were quite nasty business from what I've heard. But I'm sure he means well. Look,
It's just
Oh, go ahead.
And he just sort of like sighs and just sort of like,
just sighs and just sort of like, let's just hope that's the last of it.
He's doing what he can to defend the Republic. I'm sure there's good intent behind it.
Maybe not. All right. It's clear that there's still a bit of discontent in the air. I'll see to Feroz and let you be, Jet.
All right,
Don't let any of this reflect you.
of course.
Like,
I'll have a talk with Bones and see if I can straighten something out.
at East Trooper, and salutes.
All right. And I think we'll take a break right about here then. Yeah.
Woo-wee!
Yeah. Holy shit.
Kevin, I don't even.
The seeds of discontent, they are being sown!
Oh yeah. Like, not everybody's fucking happy with the way things are being run here. But yeah, we'll be back in just a moment. We'll give it about a 5-minute break. In 5 minutes or so. And we'll be right back, folks. Thank you.
See ya in a bit.
See you in a bit. God.
At the end of the intro again.
God, no, I got both of them. Stop it. God damn it. Yeah.
Whoops.
One of these days I'm going to get a stream deck so I can just remember to just hit the keys so that shit stays off. But anyway, so continuing back to, we'll say we'll go to Raz this time. I'll say,
after that revelation.
Yeah, some time has passed since then. Like, you're like working your way to the second month and things happen, but yeah, like probably like a couple of days after that whole thing happened. And I'll say you're at the clone barracks, and like I'll say like you eventually will find Sora, and yeah, like you wanted to go to her to like get your things painted, yeah?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna get my rocket boots painted.
Okay. And I'll say like you find her like training some other jet troopers, and he's like, "All right, man, at ease." And she'll be like, Raziel, what can I do you for?
Hey, good to see you, Sora.
Yes, it's been a hot minute.
That it has.
Downtime treating you well?
More or less. Trying to stay busy. Had some ideas for giving my rocket boots a new look, actually.
Oh. What
Haven't
were you
had
thinking?
much time until now. Something that'll stand out. Something to indicate that people will know it's me. Maybe a lightning bolt or something? Considering that's the element I usually use in the field of battle.
Alright, toss them over. I think I got something.
Sure, alright. He, I guess eloquently as he can, he, like, gets the boots off and...
Yeah, like, I'll say, like, you brought him, like, in, like, a container for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll toss the container to her.
Alright, if you don't mind, just give me a few.
Sure.
Yeah, and, like, she'll sort of, like, go off into her quarters, and, like, she'll sort of, like, we'll say, like, you can, like, follow her and just wait outside, but...
Yeah, he'll wait outside. Just kind of waiting outside her door. During that time, he kind of just rubs against his hands. He's got his gloves on, but he hasn't really, he still feels the pain from punching himself to play mess.
Alright, and...
Hasn't really, yeah, he keeps his hands hidden. He's keeping his hands hidden for a reason.
Okay.
But he just rubs them a bit.
Gotcha. I'll say, with, like, after, like, 30, 45 minutes, Sora comes down and goes, like, alright, ta-da! And, like, she'll unveil the boots, and you see, like, along both sides of each of the shoes, she's done a J-guys to them, but she's done a bit of a twist where the line along the eye is, like, more of a lightning bolt, and, like, sort of, like, the other, like, more angled part of it is actually, like, is done in the symbol, like, it's reminiscent of your Zabrak tattoos.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's badass.
Yeah, like the shoes are like basically like a leathery sort of brown, and like she also like spray painted them white as well. So, and like the bolt is like sort of this like long purple that goes up like the lining of the boot, and like the rest of the eye, it's just sort of like this jet black. Goes. Yeah. Figured I'd give it a bit of a touch. Bit mix of my background and yours. If thought it might be a cool look.
That's impressive. I definitely approve. It fits. Thanks.
Of course. Yeah, I'm glad you like them. I was sort of key in helping, encouraging some of the troopers here to, be more creative and expressing themselves with, on their armor, and it's nice to at least add my own little touch to, a bit of yours as well.
It's certainly... definitely got talent. Have you been doing it a lot?
Oh, a fair bit. I mean, basically anyone that's, who's not, even Bruce himself got his own armor did, but I helped a bit out with patches and some of the others, at least providing the proper paint materials, and I sort of do a little bit of design work myself.
Really?
A bit, yeah.
You'll have to show me some of your other work when we're off duty.
I mean,
I'd love to see it.
You already are looking at it. It's like she points off at her helmet and sort of the tribal, the tattoo all along her armor, even filling in the gaps. And goes, it's I know it's not our main purpose, but it's what I like to sort of do in my downtime, and I'm glad it's being appreciated.
And with that, he'll kind of pat her on the shoulder. Hey, there's nothing to be ashamed of about that. We may be soldiers, but we're still people. We can have our own interests and hobbies on the side. There's no law says we can't. I think you're allowed to continue to do that. It expresses who you are. And that's an important trait to have. Especially during these times. Don't forget important.
Oh. Hold on. Oh, sorry, you cut off a little bit during that.
Ah, fuck.
Yes, you're fine.
Am I coming in clear now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Yeah, what was the last thing you heard?
It was something on there's no law against it. That was the last thing I heard.
Crap. Okay. Yeah, there's no law says you can't. During times like these, it's important to, even if it may seem mundane, it's an important part of who you are as a person. And that's something we shouldn't neglect during these times. We need to keep a part of who we are with us, so we don't lose sight of it.
Of course, yes. Yeah, I'll be sure to keep that in mind, kid.
Sure thing.
And,
how are things going, by the way?
Was some of the men were a bit shaken up over the Jakku events, and I myself am just trying to do my best to go about my business, leading my men in spite of all that happened. Most of them are moving on, but there's some chit-chats of whether it was really right for Bakar and his men for doing what they did. Patch is probably taking it the hardest.
Yeah. I think it kind of shocked all of us back there.
Yeah.
They may have been orders, but it was unexpected. It's kind of the brutality I used to see all the time back when I was with the Separatists. Kind of thought I left it. It's just, I don't know, hard
I know, but
seeing it here.
a bit barbaric for my tastes, but there are orders, and who's to say they could have made a turn for the better. If they've been with that madman as long as Viper Soren claimed, I doubt we would have convinced them to give much more information.
Maybe not, but there are always alternatives than just execution. Even if they wouldn't have agreed to our terms, even if they wouldn't have given more information, at least we would have tried.
Maybe, but it was a different case. These aren't separatists. These are, people trying to rifle up both sides, and that just can't be good. But hey, just go ahead and break in the new boots.
I'll do just that.
Yeah. And yeah, they fly still as good as they do, and they just look way fucking cooler now.
How fucking yes. Let's go.
Yeah. Also, I'll say when you go
Now I need art of these boots.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'll say as you come back to base, I'll say over the next this month, Yumi will talk to you, and basically what you can make out is she tries to teach you Wookiee, Shir'iven, over this time of over the course of your downtime.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So go ahead and make me 5 rolls and adding your wisdom to it. Or like, are you proficient with insight?
I am not.
All right.
I have no mods for insight.
Go ahead and just make me 5 wisdom rolls then.
Okay. Just basic wisdom rolls? Or...
Yeah. Or like just 5d20. Yeah, if there's no mod to your wisdom or no proficiency in insight, let's see it.
Okay. So like this?
Let's see.
That's the first one. That's actually not bad.
It's not showing up.
It's a 15 on a
Okay,
wisdom.
15, alright, okay. Right, 4 more.
17, okay.
Okay.
It's 2. That's not great. 7.
Alright.
Another 7, what the fuck?
Alright, come on, one more.
Come on.
At least we
Are you fucking kidding me? What
Okay,
the fuck?
Alright, that's kind of bullshit. Fucking 3 7
Yeah.
in a row. What the fuck?
Are you serious?
7,
Fuck
7,
you,
7.
roll 20.
Okay.
You won the nickel slot. Congratulations.
Lucky number 7.
Take the credit. Boop. Okay, so I'll say over the course of the second month, sure, Yumi and you kind of butt heads for time to time, just like trying to like say like, just like
I don't understand. I'm trying.
just like you guys. It's just a growly match, and like all the guys in the agency are just like giving you like weird looks. I'll say, fuck it. I'll give you half proficiency with Shir'iven, so you can.
Okay.
For right now, if you keep up with it over the next month, you'll be proficient. But right now, it's just like if you talk to a Wookiee, you might want to be careful if you try to speak to them in this language, because you might mix up like curse words with like general conversation or. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, Yumi
sure.
teaches you all the vulgar shit first.
Lovely.
Yeah.
The Raz knows Wookiee curse words. Great.
Yeah. But yeah. Also, going back to Shir'iven.
Oh boy.
All right. Yeah, I'll say, continuing on with you over the course of the second month, we'll say, that you convince. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Just normal?
Just normal persuasion, yeah.
21.
Yeah, I'll say you are able to make the case to the council that Digig did indeed pass her her trial of the flesh on the day of yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
And
Good persuasion.
and Yoda like will sort of probably being like,
The final test left for Digeg is.
Mace Windu goes in.
Yes, a facing of the mirror. And you believe your Padawan is ready for such a test?
Yeah, talking
I
to you,
bel-
Shiri. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe after her recovery from the month prior, she should be ready.
And like Yoda goes like,
Aware of the dangers of this you are.
Very much so, Master.
and Mace Windu goes on, or I'll say even Peel goes in and says,
If she does not pass this trial, she can take it again over once after another year passes. But once she reaches the age of 18, she will have to be assigned to a quadrant of Padawans that help with more civilian matters, or that will be decided by the council.
Of course, I understand the challenge that we face at this point. She won't fail, though. I believe in her.
Good faith in your apprentice, have you? This challenge, her alone it is to conquer.
Yes, Master Yoda.
and I'll say as the meeting is kind of adjourned, Master Ro, the Gamorrean Jedi, will sort of pull you off to the side.
Oh.
Yeah, being like,
See her wanting to defend your Padawan there. It's making you certainly got your hopes up for her.
She's come a long way. I've only been here a short while, but she's grown a lot. She's capable.
Aye, well, you won't believe the little womp rats that I took on as apprentice just now. He's certainly a bit of a handful, but
and like as you hear like off in the corner, Master, come on, let's continue our training. And like as you see a young little tan-skinned human male rocking like
You motherfucker!
What?
with, like, these light
motherfucker!
blue eyes and
Oh,
just green sort of bits in his robe. And as he's like, come on, let's get. It's time for like to continue. We need to continue with my saber training. And he sort of goes on like,
You do have your hands full.
Keel, this boy, he's gonna be the death of me. I'll be right there, Caleb.
as
He lives.
but but roll sort of apparently.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I just wish to offer. I am aware if you have a little beef with General Grievous. I know he's got something personal of yours. If you ever catch word of him that you wish to, if you need any assistance with him, be sure to give me a ring. I want a rematch for that little bastard.
I'll keep that in mind, Master Ro.
I was like, Master! It's like, I'm coming by!
it's like you just see him
You
like
better
just
go
rushing,
off before he starts calling for you again.
as,
We'll be in touch.
Of course. I'm right there, Caleb!
as he like just sort of like like waddles off, running towards him.
Shiri like watches them like catch up to Caleb, and she shakes her head with a laugh. She's then going to check in on D-Gag to tell her the news.
All right. Yeah, I'll say at this point she's like just getting out of the healing chambers at the temple, and she goes, hello, Master. Thanks for. I just got cleared out from the office. I should be back at full strength now.
Good. I'm not going to push you, so why don't we take the day to relax? There are many things I wish to discuss with you.
Oh, a little bit of relaxation is more than welcome for me today. Thank you.
Come, let's go have tea in the garden.
Of course.
You're welcome.
And yeah, you guys find a little spot, just prep some tea, and just like whisk little spoons with the force, or like D-Gig does anyway.
Yeah.
She's just trying to like maintain focus, and she goes, So, what matters are there to discuss?
Well, good news, actually. I spoke with the council regarding your training, and you've passed another test due to what happened at the temple all that time ago. You've passed the trial of the flesh, D-Gig.
She kind of like stopped stirring her tea for a moment, was like, huh. Wow, It's like she just like looks like.
Yeah, is she hiding like how she feels?
You could tell she's surprised, or like.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just like, to be quite honest, I thought it would be quite a while before I passed that one, and much less you being able to make a case for them as me passing it.
They understood everything that happened that day. Sacrifices that were made on everyone's part. You did what you could. You helped so many Padawans. They saw that and believed that you passed. She passed. What were the ones that she passed with it? It was flesh, courage, and she passed one more, right?
It was. Let me see. I have them out of here somewhere. Could have sworn it was like trial of the flesh, trial of courage, and why am I blanking on the other Jedi trial? It is shit.
Because I just remember courage and the flesh, but maybe
I thought she
we're
passed one more.
Oh, yeah, trial of
after-
skill, trial of courage, and spirit and insight. Yeah, those four.
That's
Got
it.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Flesh, not spirit. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
But you've passed all those. And they deemed it worthy that you deserve to pass flesh after what you've done that day.
I suppose you're right.
I know that we've spoken of how you feel towards the last trial. I want you to pass D-Gag. And we have a limited time, but I don't wish to push you through it right now, especially after your healing.
Of course. But I wouldn't. If we couldn't do it by the next month at some point, the trial, that we can use it this time to at least mentally prepare myself.
And I want you to be prepared. I didn't want to push it, because I know that you were scared of what you could face during the trial of spirit. I shouldn't have done that because I want you to be ready. I know how strong you are, D-Gag. And I won't let anything happen to you. I'll be your guide. That way, when the trial comes, you will be ready.
And what if I chose not to walk the path that you do, or the other knights, in fighting in the war?
Whatever path you take is the path the Force guides you down. I know in your heart you will choose the right one.
And like she kind of will yeah, so she'll put like a hand that's not on the T, like on over yours, and being like, I will try to do you proud, Master.
You already do, D-Gag. You already do.
Fuck. And with that, you guys continue sharing some tea and just pleasant conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's very nice just having some downtime with her. I'll say also in this, Obi-Wan has been sort of in and out on missions, but like over the course of this month, like he manages to like sort of block out a day where you and him sort of walk about the city, and like he'll sort of like give you tours about like you know, hold on, is it just me? Is the music cutting out for only me, or?
What was that? You like cut out a little bit.
Okay, yeah, it's probably just for all of us. But yeah, like Obi-Wan sort of like will give you tours about Galactic City, just like pointing you to like the new pop-up places here and there. And yeah, I'll say, do you attempt to like make any more moves on him, or are you just trying to like be more friendly with Obi-Wan, or is there anything like you're trying?
There are definitely subtle moments that she will take a reach for his hand when she knows that no one is looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he is a bit hesitant at first. Like you're both like having your hoods up, like as this like kind of just trying to maintain a low profile, and yeah, like he reciprocates and like gives you a nice reassuring grip every so often, just walking you through the street. And yeah, and that relationship is continuing on quite nicely. I'll say, Viper, anything you're cooking up on your end outside of Coruscant Guard stuff? Chase?
Chase?
Hello, I'm sorry. I'm gonna check in with Faris.
Pharos? Okay. Yeah.
Faris, yeah.
Okay, good.
See how she's doing.
Yeah. You, like, find her off in her barracks as she's just kind of, you know, looked a tad worse for wear there, or at least, like, was about to, but you could find her off, like, in, like, she's just, like, in, yeah, I'll say, like, you find her, like, off in the training rooms, and she's just going to town on this bag, just, and just, like, yeah, she's, like, dead focused on this bag and just going to town on it.
And he just sort of, like, gives just, like, a small, just a small knock on just, like, the door, just sort of, like, you available?
Sort of like turns like just like a sweaty mess. Her hair's all like natted and just frizzled. It's you. Sure, just let me wash off. As she like sort of like steps off in like to like the shower off to the side. This gets like a quick wash over her and just like rains out her hair. And then like steps out and goes, all right. What do you want to see me for?
It'll only be for a moment. It's about my behavior a few days ago and how I. Listen, the situation that happened in Jakku was beyond any of us that can understand, and I share the same anger with you with that. There should have been a peaceful way to handle this. We had everything there, but my orders are far beyond that of the Chancellor's. I don't understand his motives, and as much as I want to believe that he was doing it for the right of good, I still have my thoughts. You're not the only one who's upset about this transgression.
Well, glad I'm not alone in that sentiment. Would have done right if I just clubbed Bones across the head one more time, smack some nonsense into him.
This is one of the few scenarios in which violence isn't going to get us anywhere, soldier.
How can you look at those actions? How can anyone, any clone, look at those actions and say that's representative of the Republic? I know the Chancellor probably means well trying to defend this place, but just gunning them down as brutally as he did? It's barbaric.
It is.
I'm all for
You know what?
defending this place, but that's a line I don't think I can cross.
And you'd be right not to cross it, because I feel a lot of your brothers and sisters wouldn't do the same as well. Just don't let it get to your head as much, kid. We're still a far few days away from this war coming to an end. How long it'll last, I don't know, but you're often going to see the nasty side of things. It's what we are made to do.
You're right. Well, for his sake, I hope he starts to realize that there's more to being a good soldier than for just following orders.
He will. It'll take time, but he will. We may have the same face, but we sure as hell don't act the same, that's for sure.
Sure doesn't have the same brain either. Thanks, Patch. Sort of like just punches you in the arm. Doesn't know her own strength. Hurts a little.
and just sort of like and just sort of like just laughs a bit with him, just sort of like
No worries.
I'm just about wrapped up here. It's like she kind of like picks up her clothes and just starts marching off.
Take it easy, Ferris. You're doing good work out there.
You too, Sarge. You too. Where to go next? Yeah, we're still good on time for everyone.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'll have to be at work for another 12 hours.
Okay.
groovy.
Let me see what else we have on the docket. You know what? Yeah, I'll say while you're back earlier, like sort of like while you're in the first month, Raz, we can do some of you like talking to Anakin while you're in the library.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And this would be before some of the stuff we.
A little bit, yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, because he did promise him he wanted to check in every now and then just to, talk to him.
Okay.
Give him some company.
Yeah. I'll say like you find him in like over this time in the archives, he's gotten a pretty good, like, yeah, like you see him and he's like kind of like, he's almost like riding some of these like railway things that are like going like from archive thing to like, yeah, from the shelf to shelf, and he's like just sort of like almost like a monkey in the jungle gym, as far as just like very naturally going to and from, and then he just sort of like jumps down from the top of one, and Joe Costa's like, Skywalker, you know to not do that around here. He goes like, sorry, madam, just trying to rush up before my break. And then he sort of sees and goes, it's you.
Told you I'd be here.
Been a little while.
It has. Well, been off on a mission, but did promise I'd say I'd stop by every now and again.
Been around more than Obi-Wan has. Seems to have been... He's been off on his own missions, and tells me he's just reconnecting with old friends. It's been boring here, but I'm making the most of what I can of this situation.
No, you certainly seem to be busy. How much longer left?
Probably only a few more weeks. Even though I'm not taking on any battle droids or Sith, it's a nice little it's nice to at least read on the history of Jedi and Sith of old. Have some pretty wild stories.
Yeah? What are they like?
Surprisingly, a fair bit of betrayal, but in the end, the fallen will sometimes return to the light, and most of them have a happy ending, but some earlier they go further back or tell a darker story.
I see. Well, it's good to know that there's still hope for those who wish to forge a new path.
No proof of that, if anything. Come a long way from being a little farm boy. As he sort of like ruffles your hair. Ruffles your hair.
Like my head with the horns.
I forgot you're bald.
Yeah.
I like your cut, G.
I like your cut. I like your cut, G.
Wait. Like your cut, Raz.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I keep getting away with this.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. And he just kind of bats at Anakin's hand. Does make me wonder what'll happen to me in the end. But I guess I can't dwell on the far future.
Well, it is difficult to say. I myself was a bit older when I signed in the order, and you yourself were not part of it, but served as an agent. The way I see it, you could, once all business is concluded, you go about seek what it is you want most.
I suppose. I want to keep the memory of my mother alive. I want to help people. Give them hope. Give them a chance if they want to take it.
Well, being with the Republic certainly is a good start.
It's certainly a better option than the Separatists, that's for sure. There's a lot of good people here.
There are.
And after is the librarian still around, or is she like elsewhere?
Jocasta, also you can sort of see her off in the back. She's just like tending to like some students, but she's probably like within ear. Like you could probably like yell and get her attention or call her over.
More like I'm making sure if she's within earshot or not.
Oh yeah, she can't hear you. Like if like your regular speaking voice or whispering, like she can't hear you now.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
With that, after a moment, he kind of contemplates bringing it up, but he'll like lean nearby one of the library shelves, and just kind of mutter quietly, "I found the man responsible."
For what?
For killing my mother.
And
destroying my village. And resulting in my homeworld leaving it in ruins.
At the mention of like you saying killing your mother, you see his fist clench and like he kind of winces a bit. But then like he like has to take a seat and goes, And you killed him?
My team and I did, yeah.
Good.
Funny thing is, though, I don't know if he'll stay dead. He's just kind of, Raz is like kind of, he has his arms crossed and he's like clenching his arms a bit more tightly. If Anakin notices.
He will. And he's sort of like goes up and goes, well, if he does, then I guess you'll have to worry about me next time.
He kind of gives Annie...
Oh, hold on. It's cutting in and out probably. Shit. Oh, sorry, you cut off a bit there.
damn it, internet. Okay.
Like, it says like you give Annie something. Is when it ended.
Yeah, Rez gives Anakin a look, and he just goes. Supposed.
Oh, sorry again. Hold on.
They come through. Please say I did.
You're like it says you give Annie something like something, yeah.
Shit, hang on. Oh fuck. Are you kidding me? Internet, stop that.
Yeah, my is fine. It just it's being weird wonky now, but you're fine for right now.
I'm better.
Yeah. Wait.
Am I coming in?
Hold on.
3?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, now you're fine. It's being weirdly spotty today. Son of a bitch.
Kev, it might be you because you were the one that was cutting out just now.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Is anyone else hearing me?
Yeah,
Please say
we can hear
yes.
Yeah, we're all hearing
Okay,
you
thank
now,
God. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, try it again real quick.
Okay, he gives Anakin a look, just basically goes, what's that supposed to mean?
And he goes like, well, if I'm around and yeah, he tries to give you a run for your money again, then I'll be sure to at least swoop in and deal the killing blow this time to finish what you couldn't.
Really?
Master Kenobi
You know
taught
it'll
me
be
great.
dangerous.
I laugh in the face of danger.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Obi-Wan's taught me a great deal, and while he hasn't taught the... Oh. Shit. And... Oh boy, there it is. Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. And Anakin goes, Obi-Wan's taught me a great deal, even though it's been not as many lessons. And as of late, and it's more the archives teaching me than anything. More the archives teaching me than anything. I think I'm more than capable of holding myself up. And to be honest, this person doesn't sound nearly as scary as I stare head-butted mole in the face. I think I can take this. This individual.
Yeah, I saw that. Good head on him, by the way.
I still have a bit of a scar. It's like you sort of see like just the tiniest little hole right on the top of his head.
Worth it, though?
Worth it.
You know, this guy is no Maul. He's probably the toughest foe I've ever faced. Just a heads up.
Well, if he's certainly tough for you, then for me, I don't think he'll be any problem.
Are you saying I'm weak?
And if I am? We had a close... The only reason our last fight was as close as it was because Obi-Wan, held me back.
Yeah, well, in case you haven't noticed, I've also gotten a lot stronger these past few months, so... my strength, my skills, may have gotten better since the last time we dueled.
How about this, then? Next time we're both in a battle, we'll tally up our kills or defeats, be it droids, bounty hunters, anything. And loser buys rounds for the battalions at 79s.
Alright. And... yeah. Guess that sounds like a fair deal.
And Anakin, stretches off a hand to shake.
And Raz will accept.
Right.
You're on.
You should know. After all this time here, I'm an especially fast learner.
Oh yeah? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I'm trying to think if I should do the thing.
Oh. The thing.
I'll say Master Yoda will come up to you, Shuri. Or over one time.
Okay.
And with him you see he brings 5 younglings behind him. And he goes,
Shir'iven, a question I have for you. A task, if you would be so kind.
Yes, Master Yoda, what is it?
These Padawans, the time of the gathering, it is for them. Take them to Ilum, if you could.
I would be honored.
Grand it is.
And he sort of introduces you, goes
Younglings, Master Shir'iven, we'll take you to the system. Gather your lightsaber crystals. Build your saber you will with her.
And you see all of them get a little bit excited, and Hugh Yang will sort of come behind and don't forget about me! The kids need a bloody guy to figure out how to build those things.
I'm so excited.
And yeah, I think that's where we'll end it off. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Oh, no. I mean, it's okay. I had one thing I wanted to do with D-Gig, but I guess we can hold it off for next time.
Okay.
I mean, she's
Yeah, I'll
Shiri
say.
is going to have to grab D-Gig, so I mean, it'd be really funny.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, we can do a little. Yeah, we still got like. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, like we don't have anywhere to be, so I'll say you can find Digig and chat with her real quick before Shir'iven drags her off.
Okay. Sure.
But yeah, find Digig just like off in her quarters, doing her thing, and like you like see her and like she gives you like a familiar embrace and goes, "It's nice to finally see the new you." And like she like glances up and down, like, "Oh, I see new boots you're sporting. Very nice look you have."
Keep getting new upgrades. Glad you approve.
So, and thanks for the help back there. That
Yeah, of course. I wasn't gonna leave you out there. I actually got really worried when I didn't get any. I tried finding you, I tried messaging you, and I didn't hear anything back. I thought it had something to do with me and my stupid visions.
I will admit, I might have overreacted as far as the visions and what happened on the proceedings on Jakku. But I was just careless in my time of needing to be alone, and I really should have been with someone when just realizing how not even on Coruscant it's truly safe. But I am sorry for being as standoffish as I was. And Viper's not that bad of a clone, but I'll still defend you in this temple should the worst happen to it, but
It's okay. I'm just glad you're safe. I'm glad you guys were able to talk. I don't expect you to, well, become friends or anything that quick, but I hope you can at least, I don't know, learn to get along better. I hate seeing people I care about fight. And whatever happens in the future, if it happens, I'll do everything in my power to keep you safe. And everyone else.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Question, actually.
Alright.
Are they like holding hands or something? In where are they actually?
I'll say like, yeah, you're just inside Digik's quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're they're pretty close then.
Yeah. She's holding your hands.
She would notice something. She'd see a little bruise on one of his fingers sticking out of his fingerless gloves.
She kind of like tilts her head and goes, "Did you hurt yourself in the attack?"
Huh? The attack?
On trying to set me free, as he like points off to the bruise on your finger.
And he looks down to his finger. Oh, I mean, no, and he contemplates what he's about to say next. Whether he should just hide it or not, but he looks at her and he just kind of goes, It's kind of more complicated than that.
And like she'll sort of like put a finger to your lips and be like, "You don't have to say it now. I understand if you are going through your own troubles as well. But I'm here whenever you're ready to share."
And at that, he starts taking off his gloves. And she sees more bandages on his hands.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
It's probably unsanitary to keep them like this.
well,
And he starts to unwrap them. Remember when he started punching walls and crates
yeah.
after he found out the news?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And his hands were left bloodied and bruised and battered?
Yeah.
He never healed them. He never fixed them.
Okay, so like as like you take
Yeah.
and like Jinkles is like, "Raz, have you not seen patch about this?"
I don't
Hold on.
deserve that.
Hold on, let me heal you. I won't have another word of this. She's just gonna. I mean, you would have been full health at this point by this. Like,
Yeah.
It's been days in between, but yeah, like
Mhm.
she'll sort of give you like 10 points of healing as she like basically like holds your hands tightly, and all the wounds will like start to like close, and yeah, like your hands like will be back to their normal self.
Yeah. He doesn't really react much. He's just kind of staring blankly at her, healing his hands as he's just trying to blink tears away, just trying to stay composed.
Hey, what's wrong? She like puts like a hand to your face and goes,
And he'll look at her. If I did something bad, would you still care?
"Of course I would." Look, you don't just come here. She like full embraces you.
He'll hug back and he just... The cracks in his composure starts to break
Mm-hmm. And
until he just pull...
oh yeah, keep going.
Until he starts to pull back and just... Tears start streaming down his face at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I can't... I wish I could talk about who it is. But I just...
It's okay. You don't. Just breathe.
It's not okay, D-Gig. It's not. Everywhere I go, I am always pushing myself far beyond my limits. My friends keep telling me that I've atoned. My new family has told me that I have nothing more to prove. Yet right when I think I've found some peace, some closure, my past always comes back to remind me of the atrocities I've committed. Even if I think I've moved on, one more person reminds me. Or I look in the mirror and see this, and he gestures to the tattoos on his face. The people I've hurt and the people I've killed. All because I was manipulated so easily. Because of my stupid revenge. If I didn't join the Sith, none of this would have happened. I'm so sick of being reminded of what I've done. I want to move on. I want to protect everyone. I want to protect you, but I just...
Like, she goes in and, like, for a tight embrace, goes, just stop. You have grown in these past few months. You have grown into such a man that I know that your real family will be proud of you. Yeah, I don't care I don't know who these other people are, and I don't care what they have to say about you. They have no idea who you really are. The Raz that I know. She, like, kisses you on the forehead.
And he just... He kind of breaks. He collapses into her and just starts crying it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so tired of it, T.
I know.
I just want the pain to stop.
Well. And as, like, you're, like, in this embrace, I'll say, Shir'iven, you sort of come up on Digag and Raz in this moment.
She sees that. She won't interrupt. She kind of, like, waits for a moment, waits for Raz to calm down before she even says anything.
Yeah. I'll say Digag will notice you at that moment, but even if when you're not interrupting, and, like, she'll go back to sort of consoling him.
I'm sorry. After a minute or two, he'll, like, kind of pull out of the embrace enough so that he's facing her. I didn't mean to dump all that on you. I'm just... Something happened and I've been keeping this all to myself because I didn't want to bother anyone. You all have your own duties to attend. I just wish I could find my own peace. I'm trying, I really am. Sorry.
Digag just, like, it rubs your back, just trying to, like, help swipe away some of the tears.
Yeah. He'll let her and just try to calm down a bit. You really... Did you mean all that? What you said?
Of course I did.
Thank you.
Anything for you, Raz. And did you need me, Master?
Sherry? Oh,
It's like mid-hug, and it's just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
apologize for not saying anything sooner.
It's all right, Master.
I don't mean to get in the way of...
You're fine, Raz.
You're not in the way. Don't worry. You needed You needed her.
Yeah, I did. It's been a lot.
I understand.
But we'll be here for you.
Exactly.
I appreciate that. I haven't really been able to... Between finding out what the Grandmaster did and then what else I did before, it's... yeah. It's a lot to process.
It is, and we don't blame you.
Guess I just finally reached my breaking point.
Well, no better place to recover from breaking points than the Jedi Temple. So, if you need a spot to meditate, I can. I'm sure Deacon and I can guide you through and at least give some temporary peace.
You know, I think I'll take you guys up on that.
We'll plot it out. But you needed to see me, Master?
Yes, actually. I was just informed by Master Yoda that he would like me to accompany younglings on the trip to the gathering.
Oh.
I was wondering if you would like to come along with me.
She kind of like clutches her like the necklace from Raz on her chest at the moment. I was like, really? So
It'd be a break from the war. And truthfully, I would like to see what you would like to do once you become a knight.
I will.
And I believe that... Oh, sorry.
Oh no, yeah, keep going. You're good.
And I believe by doing that, by figuring that out, I should allow you to explore.
And she will sort of get up and be like, I mean, I haven't gotten a new crystal since I first became your Padawan. And if my knighthood really is around the corner, I don't see a reason why not, so I think I will.
Well, gather your things, and meet me on the launching bay, at the launching bay.
Of course, Master. But yeah. Woo! That's where we're gonna end the ninth session. Hot damn. Man, I still managed to bring so much emotional trauma into downtime even. I am sorry.
I didn't mean to bring that on you, but like after the shit Raz found out, I'm like, it can't, something's gotta happen. He can't just...
Oh, I had a feeling something would, but I thought I had a low-key feeling you would just bottle it up until like a critical moment. But yeah, how about that? But yeah, I guess we can say it here. But yeah, folks, we're gonna be doing a gathering one shot as our sort of a. Yeah, it's going to be a bit further ahead. It won't be the next session, but it'll be our sort of a May the 4th special. We'll have a couple of our cast members here, along with some newfound guests. They will be joining us for this little thing. It'll be a charity stream, helping out folks in Ukraine. But yeah, we'll have more information on that as we draw closer. But yeah, stay tuned for that. It's going to be... We got, like, they're making low-level younglings, and we're going to mill 'em, boys!
Hell yes!
Oh God. But,
I think you're a little low, Chase.
I said you'll love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be on May the 4th, and we should be back next week. Not 100% sure about the following. I might just take that day off to just come up with shit post downtime. But yeah, the next session will likely take place right after the gathering. It's like it's gonna be like basically just order wise. The one shot is like canon, but it's more so following Deacon and the Padawans. But yeah, we'll touch on that when the time comes. But yeah.
Coolio.
But yeah, thanks again everybody for coming by. Once again, you can follow me at least on all the social medias at Couto VA. Yeah, where you can, if you're watching on Twitch, you have like down below just the links to the VODs of all the past episodes, as just to sort of catch up if it's been a long journey, just 2 years worth of storytelling. First time in DM, just still blows my mind. But
2 years.
yeah, it's crazy. But that's me. Next up, we got Tati.
Yo, Tati here, playing the emotional damaged character. Let's go.
Yes.
I played Raziel. You can follow me on Twitter at Tati the VA. Still working on stuff behind the scenes, but I usually post voice acting, audio, updates, D&D nerdy shenanigans, the works. Besides Revenge of the Crit, you can also follow me every Tuesdays in a homebrew campaign called the World of Eris, over at Orion VA's Twitch, as well as every Thursday, alternating between Curse of Strahd and Ghosts of Saltmarsh at 7 p.m. PST via Dungeons May Cry's Twitch. That's kind of it at the moment. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And after that, we have Le Jinkles.
Hi, I'm Jinkles. You can find me at lovejinkles on twitter.com, where I post voice acting memes. I post me fangirling over Obi-Wan, and now even Three Hopes with Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
I've
Hopes.
coming in soon. More Hilda memes again. Woo!
Nice.
I don't really have much to announce right now because things are in the works. So just stay tuned.
And DAs be like that. And last but not least, Chase.
That's me. Hey folks, Chase here. You can find me over at thechasebeck on twitter.com and over at YouTube on Chasebeck. Still more stuff coming in the works. We're gonna get to it eventually. I promise. I'm not dead. I'm just busy.
Yeah.
Back to you, Kevin.
Yes, but yes, thanks again, everybody, for coming by. A bit more emotional this downtime, but I think we all enjoyed ourselves a little bit. Yeah, D&D is all about trauma. I'm just making it. I'm just bringing it out of these people. But yes, thanks again, everybody, for coming by. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, get vaxxed, get boosted. We love you all so very, very, very much. And remember, as always, may the rolls be with you. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.